During the French lockdown, Claire and I spent a lot of time together, exploring our local surroundings on our twice daily walks, connecting with nature in this most beautiful setting. We felt very privileged to spend lockdown in such a special place. But with restrictions easing, it was time to get back to business and the pursuit of big carp. Go, go, go! In the previous episode of All About the Journey, sees Claire and I hastily depart the UK just before the French border was closed. Arriving in France, we were lucky enough to spend a few days at a friend's lake fishing, before continuing on to our new home in central France. Settling into our new residence, initially we had plenty to get on with, unpacking our possessions and familiarising ourselves with our new surroundings, and not to mention making friends with the local cattle. Claire spent her time indulging in her passion for cooking, while I tackled the backlog of video editing that had accumulated over recent months. We were very lucky living somewhere so beautiful. On our twice daily walks, we spent our time exploring the forests of the mountainous region we lived in, and feeling truly blessed to be spending lockdown in such a picturesque setting. The confinement went from weeks to months, but that didn't matter as long as we had each other for company. But soon things would be taking a turn for the worse. The longer the lockdown went on, the more problems we would encounter. So, here we are, we're 4 weeks into our epic journey across Europe, and although me and Claire have been having a lovely time in our picturesque little village, things aren't actually going that well for us. Now, we've enjoyed each other's company, and we've been going out doing our walks every day, and it's been absolutely lovely. But the financial side of things isn't really working out at the moment. A couple of days ago, I was notified by the tenant that was supposed to move into our house in the UK that due to COVID restrictions, they wouldn't be moving in and couldn't give us a date until the government or guidelines from the government change, which is a massive bummer because that's worth over £1,000 a month to us. Second of all, we also had one of our work providers who we supply digital content to cancel as well, sent us an email just to let us know that they would no longer be requiring our services. Yep, and then on top of that, obviously all of our guiding sessions for the foreseeable future have also been cancelled. So the implications for that is basically we're skinned. Luckily enough, obviously we've got savings from the sale of our business and from the sale of our assets in the UK, but ideally this is not how we wanted this trip to plan out. I know that people that over the length and breadth of the country are absolutely suffering at the minute with regards to COVID. It's just a little bit disheartening that we put 4 years planning into this whole trip, getting people to move into our house, getting rid of our business, just restructuring our whole life, waiting for our son to go off to uni, and it sort of feels like the whole thing's in a bit of jeopardy now. What can you do? It's something that's outside of our control, so we've got savings like I said earlier, so we can keep plodding on for the minute, but if something doesn't change in the next sort of 6 months, then we're probably going to be in a bit of trouble and have to reevaluate what we're doing here. But for the moment, we're keeping the dream alive, and I'm going to keep my spirits high and stay highly motivated and just pray that this pandemic just passes fast and we can get back to normal. But yeah, I thought I'd give you guys a little update, and hopefully it all works out soon. Trying to squeeze our already reduced budget wasn't going to be easy. With our biggest expensive being food and fuel, our savings would have to be made here. Filling up our vans at supermarkets, as diesel was on average 10% cheaper, and switching our food shopping to the discounters like Lidl would save us at least another 25%. Pringles classic paprika or crusty crock paprika?
Let's have a bit of crusty crock.
Yeah, well, it's 70 cents savings, so if you can save that sort of money across the whole of our shop, then
We'll eat the crock.
we'll eat it. Come on, let's have a look. Oh, nearly picked up Pringles by mistake.
You absolute crockerton. 30% off that, Jay.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Another saving. Whee! With a significant saving on our weekly shop.